So welcome back to Bambi's Play. Last time I'd introduced you to all the gods, so if you missed that, go and check it out. Quick overview, we have forests, earth, air, fire, death. She wants me to go make peace with someone, he wants me to go look at an empty place, he wants me to go get knowledge, he wants me to burn stuff, he wants me to, quotation marks, gently usher someone back into the fold. And so, this is what I mean, like, if I pick Persephone, I'll probably annoy Pyro, and vice versa, because those two really hate each other. And if I pick Pyro for the next mission as well, it's more than likely Persephone will hate me even more and actually not let me choose her in the future. So depending how you go about completing this game, you can sort of unlock and get different creatures, spells, etc, etc. But no, I've heard enough. I'm going to do the God of Death, because he has the coolest statue.
We were sent to the boneyards of Solus, ancient dragon burial grounds. There, we would seek out a necromancer called the Ragman.
Ah, the Ragman. Before he was displaced by Acheron, the Ragman was known as the Lord of Terror. That was many generations ago.
The Ragman. You always get these sort of pop-ups. It tells you, or gives you clues on how to play the game. So, melee troops counter ranged troops. Dynamically bind hotkeys by pressing Control Shift key to bind a key to whatever icon your cursor is currently over. And so there's a lot of these. Which is, you can read them all if you really want, but here we go, we're learning about some...
After he failed me,
Oh, the Ragman.
the Ragman chained to a rock in a cavern, not far from here. It is time he was set free.
You're so nice, Charnel.
Unfortunately, the dragons who daily tear at his flesh are unlikely to cooperate. You must drive them away, and use Gangrel here to sever the chains.
And up pops Gangrel. There he is.
Thirst for blood.
Gangrel is a vicious killer through and through. I heard he once slaughtered an Ent, single-handed no less.
That'd be better if we knew what an Ent was.
Who am I? The fleet-footed fallen can send out a stream of those insects that are always buzzing about them, which is particularly useful against flying enemies. Oh, and they are very good at playing dead, which allows them to heal themselves. 12 fallen should be enough to scare the dragons away.
So we need 12 of these little
Good
guys.
approach. I trust you will be able to acquire souls from the locals as necessary.
That's a nice way of putting kill the locals channel.
Scythes are deadly in combat. They feed off of the creatures they slice up, restoring their health with every attack. But they can be picked off by spells and can't attack flying creatures, so making sure they get into combat is the real trick. The Locust is a fragile creature that relies on staying out of the reach of its enemies to survive. It has a very effective attack that will drain enemies of their mana, as well as their health.
And so, Sacrifice has a quite
First
simple...
things first, we must make
Oh,
a mana
Seasync
lift
just
to give
keeps
you some
butting
mana.
in, doesn't he? So you have up here to get 12 fallen, but you know, as I was saying, there's a rock, paper, scissors thing going on in Sacrifice. Basically, melee troops defeat ranged troops defeat flying troops, and flying troops defeat melee troops. So, pretty simple.
I crave blood.
Now let's shift click, please.
You are Group 1, Guardian. I thirst for blood.
And so you can select different people and group them in different groups by pressing Control and then the number.
You are Group 2.
So,
Group 2. Guard me.
Oh, you got it.
so that way you can quickly wiggle your way between two different things. There's a creature we haven't been introduced to yet, which is this, which is called a mana whore. And very nicely named. Mana whores basically do just give you mana from your
Good.
mana
Now
lists.
you'll need a mana
Oh,
hole to
Zizix
transmit
is
the
telling
mana
us.
to you.
I might as well not be here. Zizix is going to tell you everything. Or Zizix, I don't know how you pronounce his name. So then I'm going to call this Group 9.
Group 9. Guard me. Group 1.
And now let's go kill some locals. So you have 3 basic spells to begin with, but every time you do a new mission or level, you get a new spell and creature.
I don't think they'll take kindly to our presence here.
I think you're right. I know there's a trog or something up here.
Go away!
There's an earthquake.
Your creatures are under attack. Your creatures are under attack.
Your creatures are under attack. Ugh. Right, he cut him up. Go on, attack this thing. And so the more mana lists you have as well, the quicker your mana regenerates. As you can see at the moment, mine doesn't regenerate too quickly. So, that was a nice little saying. I do believe the words are based on a language. And so as you see, this soul out here is red, and you have to use this convert spell, because it's a heathen soul, to call in something called a sack doctor to come and or change it to a usable soul. And then you get this creepy looking doctor pop out in his little lab coat and his weird face with a massive syringe, and he basically sucks up the dead thing. Let's go do it on another one. So he sucks up the dead thing, which is now kicking and screaming. And what he does is he takes it back to my altar, which was the thing we started at. I'll show you actually. There we go. So what he does is he runs back to my altar. This round thing on the 4 legs. He'll run back and basically kill that at the altar.
Guard me. So be it. Group 2. Guard me.
Try.
Let's see if we can watch him do it. So Sack Doctor goes in, a little incantation starts, and this poor little guy's getting sacrificed, which kind of the name of the game. Although to defeat other wizards you actually have to sacrifice one of your animals, which is more the name of the game, to banish them from that world, and then you win. But oh, there he goes, lightning's hitting him, and oh yeah, he's dead, and his soul pops up here ready for me to use. And then we can cast it to make another creature.
You are Group 2. Guard me.
You got it.
And let's carry on. Let's go down that way first, shall we? My scythes are doing a good job here. So he gets to have more souls. More souls to get done.
You are low on mana.
I know I'm low on mana, thank you very much. And so this first level isn't too interesting. I don't think I'm actually going to fight anybody apart from these sort of
You are
creatures.
low
There's
on
no
mana.
actual other wizard here. But then they don't want to start you off too hard, do they? In goes Gangrel.
Run, everyone! Run!
Leave
me alone!
The nightmares are real. Later in the game you unlock a thing called a shrine, which is basically your altar. But you can pop on one of these things, so it means your sack doctors don't have to run across the whole map back to your altar. Go on, go kill it.
Tell me what to do.
Oh, tell him what to do. We need 12 of these boys. As you can see, my mana's regenerating a lot quicker now than it was before. Hopefully. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. So, basic spells, you have running, healing, and attack to begin with. But like I say, the more missions you do, the more of these you get. So we just gotta find more people to kill. Ooh. Sirocco. It's very important to the storyline that I run over here.
Sirocco.
Parasites! You will torment me no longer! And then she flew away. Her purpose was unclear, but it could not be good. There was such a madness in her voice.
It doesn't look like she's flying away. Oh, now she is. Bye bye, dragon. Anywho, let's go down here. Oh. Got some more souls to spend.
You are good too.
Almost there, almost there. You'd also have this spell called Guardian, which means you can link an animal or creature to the monolith. It makes them much harder to kill because they slowly regenerate their health. It means you can sort of defend areas quite well, but it's also quite bad if you accidentally put them all in the wrong place. You're kind of, well, stuck with all your troops in the wrong place. And so, as the wizard, you really want to stay out of the combat most of the time, because basically you're not really strong enough to no, you're not really strong enough to keep up with combat. You sort of want to be in the sidelines. Oh look, there's an abandoned altar. That's probably the one James was talking about in my first video. Oh. And so there's my soul, it's blue, so I can quickly pick it up. How many of these do I need? I don't know. And yeah, imagine this coming out 16 years ago. I mean, everything's a bit rough, but it was like amazing. Right, I need 3 more. So yeah, unfortunately these guys have to run all the way back to my shrine altar thing, which is all the way over there, which is a bit annoying. We need 1 more.
You are good too. No, guard me.
And you right click to make them guard you, or you can right click to make them move somewhere, or you can right click to guard something else. You can guard buildings. I'll just get them to guard me. And you have all different sort of formations. You can have them in a circle formation and guard me. So they're all around you. I just tend to keep them in a line. You could have skirmish formation.
Try.
They're all slightly in front of me. But because they're ranged, you could have them... There's phalanx.
Formation.
They have phalanx behind me. Ooh. And so that the ranged people who are weak from melee are behind the melee attackers, so you can always do stuff like that. Oh,
You are group 2 now to find that cave.
we've just found the cave by the looks of it. Yep.
Come to me.
These are the best sound effects.
Sirocco is beaten. Her life is a waking nightmare, and she suffers my torment with me.
Ragman, the years have not diffused your malice. You have tainted everything that was once pure in this valley, including the vaunted and ancient Sirocco.
That's not very nice, really, is it?
There is hope for you, after all. You may consider your penance complete, for the time being.
Oh, that's
I am
nice.
yours to command, Master.
First, we must consecrate an altar for you. Then we shall see how much control you have over this dragon.
I do believe that's victory, yep. And then all your animals do a little dance, and so do you. You're like, yes, I win. But there we are, first mission done for us.
I was certain trouble awaited me in the ethereal realm.
Of course, it always does.
I had earned the favor of one god, but the ire of 4.
A frightening prospect.
I had survived forces more dire than these.
Back to the gods.
The gods, of course, were preoccupied with other matters. A certain blind seer stood accused of spreading blasphemous rumors.
Let's hear the riddle.
Share with us this vision.
I fear it will damn me to speak so dark a prophecy, but I know I cannot keep the truth from you. The gods are 4, whose works grow cold, as one betrays their laws of old. Then dark grow deeds and darker hearts, for lost to all are holy arts. A vagrant comes amidst the gloom to seal the gaping maw of doom.
Kill the blasphemer.
Charnel, death is not the answer to everything.
Yes. Torture also has its merits.
Of course it
What if he's
does.
telling the truth?
Then they started flinging accusations at each other.
Well, I'm going to leave that for the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. Join me next time on Bambi's Play to listen to the 5 gods arguing like little children. See you next time.